throughout the evening because I'm hosting this bad boy. But we have a wonderful lineup of comedians. Everybody's working clean for your benefit tonight. I am pleased to welcome to the stage, we were at a festival together last weekend, but everyone all the way from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, if you can believe it, please welcome Todd Moses to the stage.
Hello everybody. Hard to see it right up here. So glad you're here. Thank you, Good Karma, for having me. I am the epitome of the local talent tonight. Emphasis on local. I was born literally 5 minutes up the road in a hospital, not like a random parking lot or next to a dumpster or in a canoe floating down the Lehigh. So it's fun to be, here. Actually, this is a very special night for me because I did my first comedy open mic right in this room. So it's a very special night. So glad to be here, and I do stand in front of you a married man. So I'm very happy about that. Some clapping from the back. So I've been married for 22 years. And and I say that very happily, mostly because my wife is sitting in the front row. But we've been married long enough that people have started to ask us, like, what's the secret? How have you made it work so long? And I think my wife would say something like, he's really funny and handsome. And I really don't know if she'd say that or not. I don't know why she puts up with me, but I know my answer is very simple. We've been together for 24 years, married for 22, and she has never uttered the words, let's go hiking. So it works out very, very well. I just love those Saturday afternoons when we're sitting in our living room and we're just watching Forensic Files or a Law & Order SVU rerun, and I'm just there like, wow, I love that we are not hiking right now. This is so wonderful. But it's not a boring life because we have two boys. You might have been able to tell by the slightly marked up Skechers dad shoes that I'm wearing tonight. I am a father of two boys, and that's a lot of fun. And it's so fun that, I heard my wife yell one day, "Why are we still smearing poop on the walls?" My kids are 16 and 12, guys. But that doesn't matter. She was yelling at me. My phone died, okay? My phone died, and I was doing a little arts and crafts, and it was great. I was just doing a little watercolor, doing a mural, and it was a blast. But, it happens. And I didn't know she was home. I would have locked the door. She just barged right in and ruined my fun. But, so it's March 1st, guys. It's March 1st. We have survived the first 2 months of 2026. Give a hand to yourselves for that. I'm not sure how March is going to play out, but I went into 2026, New Year's resolution, and I told myself I was going to be a little more body positive, right? And I'm happy to report that I now consider myself a well-oiled machine. Yes. It's all from the Burger King fryer, but I think that still counts, right? So, and I have a friend, I had a moment of clarity and self-awareness a little while ago. And I called myself fat. And I did it in front of a coworker of mine. And this coworker was one of those, you're beautiful just the way you are people, right? You guys know, people like that. Like no body negativity, And she said, don't say that. No, you're not. And I said, I have to special order 80% of my clothes. Can I just have this one, please? Please? Yeah, but I do wish my doctor was like that she would just, the doctor would just, have that same energy, where I would just go in and be like, wow, doc, I see we got those test results back, and it looks like my cholesterol is looking a little bit like Babe Ruth's batting average. Should I be concerned about that? Concerned? You should be honored. Babe Ruth was a winner. And he got all his success by drinking beer and eating hot dogs. And obviously, so are you. So you should just keep doing that. And it's much better than going to my real doctor, because I went into my real doctor recently and she was like, you have 88% body fat, and why are you smiling right now? I'm like, look, I haven't scored that high on a test in sophomore year of high school, and I am a B+ fat guy, and I am proud of it, okay? So, yeah. So I was leaving that doctor's appointment, though, right? And I saw the receptionist staple something to the back of my receipt, my copay receipt. And I get out to my car, and I flip it over. It's a casket catalog. Whoa. Message received. Okay. But I gotta tell you guys, caskets are really expensive. And the jumbo ones are even more. So I've decided I'm just gonna get cremated. All right? And it's gonna be great. The first couple minutes as the fat's burning off, as they put me in the oven, it's gonna sound like the waitress walking past you in the Chili's with the fajitas. That'll be great, right? And then by the end of it, it's just gonna look like a whole city block burned down. So it'll be great. It'll be great. But yeah. But being fat isn't all bad. It's actually a good thing because it keeps me on the straight and narrow. I can't commit a crime, at least not one that I want to get away with. So imagine if I was going to rob a convenience store. And I walk in, I'm wearing all black. I'm not wearing all black tonight, but I'd be wearing all black and a ski mask. Black is slimming, but it's not that slimming, right? And I walk up to the counter, I say to the girl, put all the taquitos in a bag. All of them, even the frozen ones, I'll heat them up later. And she gives them to me, I leave, the cops come, and they ask her, was it a male or a female? Well, I think it was a guy, but it could have been a chick pregnant with quadruplets. I'm not really sure. They show her a sketch. Is this him? Yeah, that's him. It's just a piece of notebook paper with a circle on it, And then, oh, hey, tell me about these skid marks out here. What kind of car was he driving? Oh, those aren't from a car. When he left, his pants fell down and he pooped a little. Well, he not driving a car. Well, which way did he run? She's like, I wouldn't call it running. More like he's kind of jog waddling, I think. And as a matter of fact, he's right outside. Officer, he's right outside. And kind of like Glenn, I'd be out there doubled over a gas pump, like, okay, if someone could get me a belt, maybe a piece of rope, a couple of bungee cords would be good, some clean pair of underpants, that would be great, but I don't want this to sound like a terroristic threat, but if you guys come too close, I've already eaten 5 of those taquitos, and if you jostle me too hard when you put the cuffs on, I might toot, and it's going to end badly for all of us. Guys, thank you so much. Good Karma, thanks for having me.
Yeah!